Hi there, my name's Jack, and today I'm going to speak to you about Therapybox. Therapybox is a company that was set up about 2.5 years ago, and we develop software to help those with communication difficulties. We also supply hardware to complement that software, and today I'm going to be going through some of that with you. One of the key pieces of hardware we provide is switch access. Switch access is a method for those with physical disabilities to actually communicate and interact with the iPad screen. We've got a range of different switches that I'll be going through with you today, and these are all designed to help people with various physical disabilities from communicating to the best of their ability. The first switch I'm going to be talking about with you today is the Jelly Bean Twist. This is a great switch. It's very easy to push, got nice tactile feedback. It's even got screw holes on a wider base there, and the great thing about this one, of course, is that you can quite easily twist off the top and add one of several different colours. That's good if you have multiple switches connected to the same switch interface and the user needs to be able to quickly differentiate between which switch is doing what. This is the Smoothie Switch Large. It comes in a range of two colours, red or yellow, and this is particularly good as the large size area means that you can access the switch even if it's not in direct line of sight. As you can see, you don't even need to press on the centre of the switch. Absolutely anywhere will trigger it. It's got a 3.5mm jack, which is compatible with almost all switch interfaces, and it comes, as I said, in a smaller size, which is about half the diameter, but it has the same aesthetic value. This is the candy corn switch. This is a little bit special because, unlike most switches, you don't actually have to touch it. This is specifically good for those with quite severe muscular disabilities, as the light touch isn't even necessary. You just hover it there and it provides really good auditory and visual feedback, so that usually those with severe muscular disabilities, they might not have the best sense of touch. They'll be able to hear and see that when it goes off, and aside from that it works in the same way as any other switch. This is the buddy button. It's a fairly standard switch. It's very good and lightweight. It's got two holes on the back so it can be easily affixed to a mounting plate or surface. And what's particularly good about this one is the large amount of auditory and physical feedback. It's kind of hard to demonstrate that over the camera, but you can really feel it's got a especially loud click, and that is particularly good, again, if the person has the switch out of line of sight or doesn't have the best sense of touch. This is the pillow switch. What's particularly good about this is the large soft covering. Now, most switches usually operated by the hands or feet. However, if that person needs to operate it with a particularly sensitive part of the body, such as the chin or the elbow or even the back of the head, this sensitive pillow switch provides great comfort to that and stops any rubbing or abrasion. Like all other switches, it has a 3.5mm jack. This is the mini cup switch. As you can see, it's much smaller than most switches. It's very lightweight as well. It can be used to be positioned in an intricate part of the body where that person specifically has a particular area of movement that they have good control over. Alternatively, due to its lightweight, it can be taped to the arm of a wheelchair or a bed and used as a pincer movement, like such. And like all other switches, it has a 3.5mm jack. This is the MicroSwitch switch, and what's different about this one is it's incredibly sensitive. You barely need to apply any pressure at all. Again, good for people with quite severe muscular disabilities. It also has coloured stickers here that can be placed along here, and that's very good for differentiating if you have more than one switch, particularly for those who are operating multiple switches with one hand. This is the SIPP and PUFF switch. This is particularly good for those with quite severe muscular disabilities but still have relatively good control of their breathing. As you can probably tell, it requires a SIPP or a puff to activate the switch mechanism inside the device. It's got a saliva trap, and also, due to the metal pole here, it can be easily affixed to a wheelchair and positioned for easy reach by that user. This is the flex switch. It has a rubberized paddle here where the switch is contained. All it takes is a hit and you do get some tactile and auditory feedback. Again, this is probably best for those with some dexterity issues where they're maybe not able to press precisely on one of the smaller switches, or maybe they don't have their hand used so much but they can use their arm enough to just hit it with any part of the hand. Like the SIPP and PUFF switch, has a metal pole here so it can be easily affixed to the arm of a wheelchair. Thank you for listening. My name's Jack and I've been speaking to you on behalf of Therapybox. If you have any more questions about switch accessibility, other accessories or our software or apps, please feel free to get in touch either by telephone on +44 208 849 8778, email at customercare@therapy-box.co.uk, or feel free to check out the website therapy-box.co.uk. Thank you.